Welcome back, guys, to my series of the Mount Rushmore of a certain WWE category. Now, I've been inundated with requests of Mount Rushmores, so thank you for that. And just be patient, I'll get to yours. It's just a matter of I drop one of these a week, so I'll drop them in order of the requests I got. So for today's one, it is WWE General Managers. Now, when I say General Manager, I'm just going to take authority figures in general. So any kind of person that played an on-screen authority figure doesn't necessarily need to be the role of General Manager. So this is going to be the Mount Rushmore, and how this video works is I list a bunch that could be on the Mount Rushmore, and then I name 3 that is undoubtedly on the Mount Rushmore, and you in the comment section, you let me know if you agree or disagree, and also if you agree, let me know your 4th, or just let me know your 4. So starting off with, we have to mention Jack Tunney. He was the first one really that fit this role. He was just kind of behind the scenes, and he just kind of made matches, or he kind of just appeared on screen when it was absolutely important for somebody to settle some kind of dispute. So he wasn't really an on-screen character that much, just occasionally he popped up. But we have to mention Jack Tunney. The next one we have is Vicky Guerrero. Now, Vicky Guerrero is a super controversial character, and that, excuse me, it bleeds in my ears, but that's what made her so good. She got heat, and she was supposed to be a heel general manager. So what she did was she ultimately did a fantastic job in the role she was assigned to. Next one we're getting to is Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now, he was more the commissioner or constable or whatever you want to call it, but it's still an on-screen authority figure. It was a short role, but it was extremely memorable. Him just coming with a suitcase with nothing but beer in, giving everybody a raise and taking it all Vince McMahon's money. It's just absolutely incredibly funny, and you guys know exactly how I feel about Stone Cold, so obviously I'm going to enjoy that. Next one, we need to speak about William Regal. Now, he's had 2 of these in WWE at one, or WWF way back in the days. At one point, he was a very short time. He was Commissioner William Regal or something. I can't remember his exact title. And then, of course, he's more memorable on screen. And he's just so memorable for one thing that I always remember him saying, calling Umaga Umanga. That is just, it resonates in my head, and it lives rent-free up here. Next, I know he's a very controversial character at the moment, but we have to mention the Mr. McMahon character. I'm not speaking about Vince McMahon, I'm talking about the character Mr. McMahon. Now, some of the things he did on screen was extremely questionable, but is he still a very important authority figure in the history of WWE? I would absolutely say so. He's feud as the Mr. McMahon authority character against Stone Cold is what catapulted WWE way above WCW. Next one we need to talk about is Shane McMahon. Daredevil, stuntman, GM, he did it all, and he did it all at exactly the same time. He was the GM that wasn't afraid to step in the ring and settle disputes the way wrestlers should. Next, we're talking about Kurt Angle. Now, I'm not talking about his latest one. I'm talking about the one where he had the cast on and all of that, just that over-the-top Kurt Angle character. That was absolutely incredibly memorable for me, where he had his whole cabinet, all of that, just absolutely brilliant. Now, here's my 3 that's absolutely, undisputably on the Mount Rushmore. We've got Commissioner Foley. Commissioner Foley is the best character, authority character, or the funniest at least, maybe not the best, but the funniest authority character ever. His skits with Team Christian and Edge was incredible. The way he tried to undermine him, and he always got the best of them. It was just incredible. Setting up his office, all of that was just, it was TV gold. Next one, we need to talk about Teddy Long. You're going to go one-on-one with the Undertaker player, holla holla. If you grew up or watched wrestling in the early 2000s, that was something, 2 things he did basically every week. Make a one-on-one match with the Undertaker, holla holla player, or a tag team match. That was just Teddy Long, and his little jig, his little dance, everything just pure gold. And then lastly, Eric Bischoff. Now, a heel dominates this list, Eric Bischoff, but mostly authority figures in WWE tends to be heels, because the baby faces are naturally over, they naturally get cheered. The heels, sometimes they need that manager role to kind of turn things in their favor, and that's exactly what Eric Bischoff did for Evolution. He literally handed Triple H the title. Now, as a young, how old was I? That was early 2000s. I must have been right around 16, 17, right around there. It irritated me so much that he just handed Triple H the title. But again, that is what made him so good. His job was for me to hate him, and he did a fantastic job in doing that. So that's the Mount Rushmore of WWE GM/authority figures. What do you guys think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comment section, and let me know who your fourth would be, or just your four. Until next time, peace.